Hi, my name is Joey, and this is my speech on impeachment. Impeachment is a very important part of our American government, and it is a policy that has been in place since the beginning of our country. And so, impeachment, you yourself, have you ever called for impeachment of a president or a government official of some sort? And do you think it was justifiable? Well, I will let you know if it was justifiable and if it was legal. So, what is impeachment? Where did the idea of it come from? Well, first of all, impeachment is a charge of misconduct made against the holder of a public office. The origins of impeachment come from England, pre-colonization America. It was used in Parliament for a long time, and to this day, it is still in place. It was incorporated in America through the Constitution, and it was a way to balance the powers between the three branches: judicial, legislative, and executive. So here are the raw facts about impeachment of America. There are three big falsehoods that I found with impeachment. A lot of people say an impeachable offense is anything Congress says it is. You know, Congress can't just go up and say, hey, you're impeached because we don't like you. A lot of things people say is one can be impeached for being unpopular. I see it a lot on like Facebook and social media. People saying they don't like a certain official and they say, oh, he needs to be taken out of office, he needs to be impeached. But a lot of people don't know what the word means. So, also, impeachment does not equal removal from office. That's the biggest thing I thought, because a lot of people think that when someone's impeached, that they're automatically out of office, and that's just not true. So what does it take to be impeached? Here we have a nice little flow chart to make it easier to read, but to put it shortly, first, the official must be brought on criminal charges of treason, bribery, high crimes, or misdemeanors. Now, that's what it is written in the Constitution, but high crimes and misdemeanors have been debated a long time. You know, you could say misdemeanors could even mean jaywalking across the street. And no one's going to impeach a president over jaywalking, but, you know, that's just been debated over time, much like anything in the Constitution. And presidents that were impeached are Andrew Johnson, and a lot of people know President Bill Clinton was impeached, but neither of them were removed from office. A president has never been removed from office. Some examples, like I said, Andrew Johnson, he was impeached on charges of violating the Tenure of Office Act by removing Secretary of War Edwin Stanton from office. And Bill Clinton was impeached on charges of lying under oath to a federal grand jury on obstruction of justice. You know, that was a really famous case. And actually, President Nixon was going to be impeached and removed, but he resigned to avoid that with the Watergate case. So those were the only two presidents to ever be impeached, and I always thought that Bill Clinton's was definitely the more interesting case. And finally, what have we learned today? So just a quick review. Just to remember, impeachment is only possible through a crime being committed, not only through unpopularity. So I wouldn't go out and say, hey, I don't like this guy, he needs to be impeached, because you'll sound uneducated. And impeachment does not mean removal from office. You know, that's one point I really want to drive home, because a lot of people would say, oh, it needs to be impeached and taken out of office, but, you know, people just say a lot of stuff. Impeachment is extremely important in democracy, because that way government officials can't just do whatever they want blindly. You know, they need checks, they need balances, and impeachment is one way to do that. So I would like to thank y'all for attending today's speech, and I hope y'all learned a lot. There's a works cited on everything. And yeah, there you go. Hey.